What is going on, everybody? We're back with some more Marvel Snap, and today I want to show you guys a new deck that I have been working on. I called it Gotta Collect 'em All. It is probably a worse version of one of the better decks in the game. At least what I've played against. I don't really compare my deck list to others. I just kind of look at what I play against. Probably quote-unquote better decks are Cutting, Apocalypse, Lady Sif, probably something like Shang-Chi, something like that, and opening up room for Nova, Carnage, and Deathlock. I just don't find that interesting, so I'm not playing that. The main goals for this deck is the Collector, to add a whole bunch of cards that didn't start in your deck to your hand. Devil Dinosaur, keep your hand as full as possible. And then you play Moon Girl to hopefully duplicate one or both of these, as well as to grow your hand, because Moon Girl buffs both the Collector and Devil Dinosaur. You have a smaller package here of Lady Sif and Apocalypse, just because Lady Sif will buff Apocalypse kind of as a late game nuke if you need it, but also when Apocalypse gets added back to your hand, you get the Collector to proc from that as well. And then things like Agent 13, Cable, Sentinel, and White Queen all can add cards to your hand that didn't start in your deck. Then we're rocking Quinjet, which is something I just unlocked, so I don't really have an opinion on it quite yet. But Quinjet says cards that didn't start in your deck cost one less. So Quinjet will reduce the cost of the cards that get drawn from Agent 13, from Cable. The Sentinel copies get reduced. Anything that Moon Girl copies gets reduced. So I think it's going to be good. I guess we'll see. And then Shang-Chi is here just because Devil Dinosaur is so rampant, and Nova buffs sometimes can push cards over that 9 power threshold, and Shang-Chi can just be a kind of surprise win the game. So that's the deck. Let's give it a shot. Let's switch to our game view. And let's see how it goes. This is probably the strongest deck that I've built. It's still not like top tier meta deck potential, but it's the closest thing that I've built so far. And we honestly have a quite nice starting hand. We'll probably not play Lady Sif on turn 2, but both me and my opponent are going to start with Nightcrawlers, and we'll see what we can pull here. We're going to get a Cable, which is fine. I'll play a Cable out here. Actually, I'll play into Hellfire Club. And then next turn, we are going to Moon Girl and copy our Devil Dinosaur, which really starts kind of our power spike. Ooh, and we have Quinjet as well. That's going to be pretty juicy. Let's play Moon Girl on the right, knowing that next turn we'll probably play Devil Dinosaur and Quinjet or something like that. And then just kind of try and start going ham. We are lacking in the card copying department. Turn 3, so Killen's going to get locked down this turn, so let's go Devil Dinosaur there, and let's go Quinjet. Oh, I copied Hellfire Club. Alright, so we have to go Quinjet over there. These Hawkeyes are going to be locked in my hand basically forever, which might not be the worst thing. It will prevent me from being tempted to play things into reducing Devil Dinosaur. So let's go Devil Dinosaur there. And we'll just play Sentinel for now. We can always move Nightcrawler if we need to, just because the odds of our opponent contesting Killen are very low. Definitely looks like they are setting up an Odin play for turn 6. Alright, so our options here are to either just drop down Apocalypse, and that will put us at 20 power, or we would do something like Sentinel, Lady Sif, but our opponent's just going to go ahead and concede, because I think we had that game pretty well locked up no matter what. So let's collect our rewards there. We get enough to buff up Quinjet, which is pretty sweet. And I finished a couple missions, it looks like, but let's get another game in. I'm gonna match with Joaquin. Ooh, TVA is not the best for my deck, especially if we're whiffing on turn 1. Alright, that's not bad, just because Lady Sif is pretty strong for an early game card. But they're going to match us with Mr. Sinister, which is also pretty strong for an early game card. If we could ever get that Apocalypse out, that would be very strong, but I don't think that's going to be the case. They're going to pull a Hellfire Club. Let's play Sentinel and Agent 13 here. And it looks like White Queen might just be our turn 4 play. I don't like our odds here. This deck is definitely meant to go longer and really set up big double dinosaur plays. Ooh, Quinjet's going to be strong for them. Okay. So we have the advantage here, and we are losing the other 2 locations. Actually, we're losing here and we're tied here. So we have Forge, which could buff one thing. Just depends on if they're going to abandon that or not. We're definitely not snapping no matter what. I think we're going to go Sentinel here, Cable here, and just see what happens. I think that's all we can do. Oof. Looks like we needed the Cable on the right in order to tie that up. Really, difference in that game came down to missing turn 1, which is fine. TVA is not what this deck is built to play in. So let's go ahead and get one more for today. I think it's important to show losses like that, just because no deck has vibes with every single location. Some things are going to just, you know, really throw a wrench in your game plan sometimes. And I think it's important to be transparent about things like that. Stark Tower is interesting. We're definitely going to want to get some cards over there. Shang-Chi could definitely be good for us as well if we leave a slot open at Stark Tower. Just because after that +2 power goes in here, there might be something that we can destroy with Shang-Chi and get like a really big swing there. They're just going to play an Ant-Man. I guess we just play Sentinel for now. I'm not going to want to play Devil Dinosaur into Mojo World unless I can guarantee that I fill it up with cards, and I don't think I can guarantee that. So Devil Dinosaur is probably going to get played in the right location. Either that or it's going to get played at Stark Tower. Our top deck is Agent 13. Okay. So I think Devil Dinosaur is just fine to go there. Just because he's going to scale very nicely on his own, and it's going to be quite difficult for my opponent to play enough cards to overpower a Devil Dinosaur in 2 slots. Okay, here I definitely think we're going to go for Collector into probably Sentinel, I think. Next turn I might go White Queen and Agent 13 on the left. to start scaling our collector. I'm not really interested in fighting for the middle all that much. Let's go for White Queen for sure. And I might go Agent 13 in the middle, so we can maybe Apocalypse over there next turn. Because the alternative play is to Lady Sif. I think I actually like this play better. Agent Sif, or Lady Sif, Agent 13, Sentinel. This gets me 2 guaranteed buffs for Collector, as well as buffing Apocalypse. And gives me guaranteed 2 more cards to my hand to keep Devil Dinosaur stronger. Whereas the White Queen play, there was a chance that we didn't get any cards at all, and that would be really bad for all locations. So now, what we have to measure is, if their play is Nova Carnage in this lane, this would be, Carnage would get +6, he'd get 8, he'd go up to 10, so we'd still win this location. And then +8 over here would put them at 27, which I think Apocalypse will beat guaranteed. Yeah, let's do it. My alternative play would be... I reveal first, so I can't try and like predict and use Shang-Chi. The alternative play would be like Cable Sentinel, which I don't think is as strong. Do they have their own dinosaur they're about to play? Nope, it is Nova Carnage. So that should be 10 power on Carnage. Yep, exactly as we predicted. That's exactly what I thought he was going to do. And Nova players just kind of do that blind because they don't think they can ever lose because the deck is kind of autopilot. But we're going to get 8 cubes out of it, which is real solid. Sweet! Alrighty guys, well that is going to be it for now. We'll have some other decks I'm going to show shortly. We'll probably show this deck at least one more time, and then I have a new move deck that I've been working with since I unlocked Vulture and I unlocked Cloak. So we're going to mess around with some of those cards, or some of those cards soon. But yeah, thank you guys all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace!